Batsman's batting crease, caught out to third in. The batting team are now 2. For 141. End of the 21st over, 2 for 143.
Yes, bowler! Waiting. Catch it!
Alright, I've just realized that I forgot to turn on my microphone inside my recording software. So basically, you have just not heard me, which is both a good thing and a bad thing, I guess. This goes for this one. So it's BN Giles here. Has just come up to the crease, as you've seen, after Carlisle sledged it. And certainly things are starting to look up for the Netherlands. Possibly. But who knows?
Right there.
Ah. Slides in and doesn't get it. Excuse me. And they don't get any runs.
Waiting.
you're right. Connor, you're completely right in that 330 is a realistically good total. Yeah, I mean, they're only. Oh, he's dropped the catch! He had a great chance to get Bork, but he's bungled it, and now it's not much between Bork and the century. But after just about 23 overs complete, there's a good chance of us seeing 300, possibly even 350 if we're being a bit on the optimistic side about DC's. He's missed that one. And that is the first maiden for the Netherlands. Straight on, and it'll reach the rope. Sakima to Giles.
Wait there.
It's
Nice.
not too bad, but Giles certainly not planning, looking like he's stepping up the run rate anytime soon, and I say that as he smashes it. Hits the rope.
Yes.
And it's quickly tossed back, and they take off the wicket because they apparently can.
Waiting.
And plays it safe.
Over 2 for 158.
Kingdom here, I'm a bit towards a normal ball, but also putting in a few Yorkers. One in the slips. The crowd's reaction there certainly shows how much they're expecting from that ball. And the next one, he's edged it! A clear, thick edge. He's got Book for 83. A shame.
Man departing field.
And Book will walk.
Batting team are now on 3 for 158.
And Cohen comes up to his crease. So the very, very big wicket of Bork falls for 83. And the Dutch wicketkeeper is certainly doing his job as it's played as a straight drive. It's collected though, and it'll just be 2. over the head, and it reaches the rope. It's DC looking to make sure they don't fall on their own sword, or in this case, bat, as Bork leaves his crease. Has left his crease. Certainly the star player, but we shall see.
3 for 165.
Tesla. Bowling.
Change in bowling lineup.
Well, and now the wrist spinner, Ripple, going in for the Netherlands. Tries to drive it and doesn't get much out of it. Cohen not looking too great off the bat, but he does put it through the gap. Obviously not too comfortable, he didn't try to. But he's got wide open pasture behind him.
Waiting.
If he decides to take the risk. Let's see if Ripham will give him a good ball.
Waiting.
And the answer is yes, to nowhere. The Netherlands playing a quite attacking field, and just barely gets his bat on it. Let's see that again. Or not. Excuse me, he had his bat. What was this? You can talk about LBW as much as you want, but it's more like leg before bat. Now the last ball of the 26th over, and decides to look at that one.
3 for 166.
Cohen certainly not all too comfortable at the crease just yet. This field, highly attacking. As we start the 27th. It goes through the gap. And that's got to be 3 in there. Indeed. Diamond Confederacy now moves towards 170. Giles 17 off 16 as he puts that one in, a single. The current run rate 6.45. It's been dropping since 10th over about. Oh! Oh! Bad fielding here. He's decided to just sit there and let it go by. And the Confederations will gladly take the 2 runs that come with it. In the gap again, this time a bit harder, and I'll go for 4. .660 and over. Oh! He's made contact, but it goes nowhere. That's collected. Oh! Almost caught and bowled.
176.
Very lucky there. Or not. Excuse me. I am mistaken. Versailles opting average this over. With just the 1 Yorker. Very highly attacking here. And that is definitely going to cost them. They're certainly hoping for an edge. I don't think they're going to get it anytime soon.
Waiting. Nice. Wait on.
And of course, straight on. Just can't really seem to get any off that. Ah! That one will reach the rope. Bit cheeky there with the ball. But due to the Dutch line being relatively, no, not even relatively, very attacking oriented, they've got not much to lose. Again to the same spot. And this time it'll fall a bit short, and they'll keep it at 2.
End of the 28th over, 3 for 186.
So, that ends the 28th. The fun throwing several Yorkers at the range of 2 to 4 meters from wickets. And Kingma back in. Oh, a nice dive there. Saves a couple. Let's see that on the replay. A very nice one. A good save by Myberg. That would have been a certain 4 had he not been on top of that. 6.6 and over, still.
Wait on.
And it just doesn't get the speed it needs on the ground.
Catch it!
Up! And he's put that one in a nice place. Hooks it, and he reaps the benefits with a 4. A good shot then.
Waiting.
It's through the gap again. Unfortunately, the Dutch team's suffering.
End of the 29th over. 3 for 192.
Up. And it's a short ball. They decide not to risk 2. Now it looks like the run rate might just be going. Oh! He's completely played him there. We'll see this on the replay. Squares up and just misses it. Good thing he missed it on the full, or he would have been the next one out. Going.
Waiting.
It's from the air. And the ball comes. That's played safe. It goes through. I'll be back in just a minute here. So no broadcast announcing for a minute or two as I go see what's going on. As I see what's going on outside.
Waiting.
End of the 30th over. 3 for 194.
Oh, so we just saw a near cotton ball over there, it looked like. But unfortunately the bowler wasn't able to get under it in time. In the air, over the fielder's heads, and an easy 4. DC surprisingly not taking the chance to hit a 6 so far. That's been the only thing that hasn't really happened in big news. As I hit another 4. Races to the boundary and DC race over 200. In the air again, same place, same result. And now, Dutch team just being made miserable, unfortunately. Vivian King though probably will be taken out of the attack
Into the 33rd
sometime
over.
soon.
3 for 206.
Vivian King not bowling all too predictably, but is bowling all over. So 6.64 and over as DC take their 32nd. A good run. Might get 3 out of this. No. Fielder just races to like it and he'll keep it at 2. Excuse me.
Right there.
Plays it safe.
Nice.
In the air again. Unfortunately, I do have to say that DC are just taking good advantage of the holes. The vulnerable holes of the Dutch lines. I wouldn't even say they're going all out attacking.
Waiting.
As you can see, they're attacking, yes, but they're attacking without a cause.
Right on.
They aren't far back enough that they could trick the batsman into running a run they couldn't make, and they're not close enough to take an edge. Although edges have been mostly to the keeper lately. Easy too.
End of the 32nd over. 3 for 214.
Some good balls being bowled by Ripon, but as of yet, no wickets result. As we start the 33rd. Oh! Tries to get under it, but drops the ball. That's 2 chances Dutch have had to cut and bowled. Unfortunately, neither have resulted in success. Cohen 30 off 25.
Waiting.
Giles 37 off 31. And Kingma 64 runs given up for no wickets. And bowls it quite wide, but able to keep that on it. Good single.
Wait. Catch it!
Over the head again, and 4 results. Trying. It's unfortunately starting to get a bit routine here, as we can see the Dutch just running back and forth trying to get their 4s down to 2s, unfortunately. None result. The Dutch should better be wise to try and keep the runs down rather than try for wickets at this stage, considering all.
End of the 33rd over. 3 for 222. Welcome the new bowler into the attack.
And Peter Solar back in.
Catch it!
comes up the crease and gets 1 for his efforts. They go for 2. I'm going to pause for a second here. And I forgot to turn my microphone off, but all's well. Just having some issues with my headset fitting on my head properly, which have still not resolved.
Into the 34th over. 3 for 226. Change of bowling for the fielding side. Please make him welcome.
So the answer to all Dutch problems, Rudolf van der Meuw has come in to try and salvage something from his innings on a defensive standpoint. But it looks like it won't be, just judging from that ball. Collected. And it goes over. They'll take 2, but they won't need to run it, because they'll get 4. So it's getting a bit quite late in game, at least. It's about 4, I believe. And goes long. It's taken by a fielder. Too fast.
And that brings up the individual half-century for this batsman.
And Giles! Ian Giles gets his 50 after an hour.
White.
Into the 35th over. 3 for 236.
This is how Giles' half-century looked. Very much in front of him, the shots. Oh, and there. Oh! It just bounces short. Gets her on the bounce. Comes in. So still, the Dutch looking to keep the run rate low. Exemplified there, they've decided to knock off the wicket for no reason, but twice, in fact, they've taken off the bails. Advances up the crease, puts in the air, and that is just short. And I actually thought they'd gone for 6, excuse me. But let's see this one. That ends off 36. And just barely inside, as you can see. To get very up and close and personal with the grass. You can see that this ball was less than a meter from the rope. And to see this shot in all its glory again.
Right there.
And the run rate is an ominous 6.66, if you believe in such things. Oh! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, they've made a terrible mistake, but they will not pay! Oh! They've made a terrible mistake. But it is just... the mistake made by the Dutch side is just so much greater. Let's see that in full. We'll spectate Bill Giles. Bill Giles chases the ball, sweeps it. It's after that end. Oh, you know what? Let's go to P-Rock. Let's go to the umpire. See his take on things. Now they sweep the shot. And then, here, he's just waiting while he's running. Cohen is running while Giles is not, and fortunately they realize this just in time. You can see the ball coming in right there. You can see how far Giles is from the plate, but very luckily the wicketkeeper has not been able to take a clean catch and is quite far away from the wicket. Had he been able to take a clean catch, he would have had a certain wicket.
Oh.
And lucky not to get a clip of that. Certainly under a lot of pressure. And he sweeps it again. This time for a single. DC 244 for 3 after 36.4.
Waiting.
And puts it. Doesn't get much out of it. He won't be catching anything, unfortunately.
End of the 37.
And that ends off the
3 for
37.
245.
So we're just approaching the end of DC's 50 overs and 13%. We start the 38. Yep, now DC has only... Oh! Let's see the replay on that. So he comes up the crease, and lucky he put it in to the ground instead of hit it on the full, because who knows what could have happened. And this catch could have been for the out. Run rate 6.59. In the air. Will it reach? Yes! It's a 6. It's the first 6 for DC, and it goes for 80 meters. And that is a great way to make 50 for Cohen. Puts in the air over the fielder's head. Yeah, we haven't seen too many of DC's players, of which several are much better bowlers than they are batsmen, obviously starting down the order.
Waiting.
Advances. Fielder not able to get to it in time to make the out, and he'll settle for the save dot. Advances up the crease again, and this time it's scooped by. Oh, what a shame. And it reaches the rope. That's 4. So here's Cohen's 50. The Dutch haven't taken a wicket lately. Will we see one soon? It's unclear. Well, they went for 2, but turned back quickly once they realized that wasn't an option. Vandermeer has given up 15 for no wickets. And DC are 260 for 3 after 38.2. Make that 38.5. Excuse me. So at the conclusion of DC's innings, I'll be taking a half-hour break. So I can go eat. And then we'll be back to see out the rest of the match. It's in the air. They're going to go for it. Oh! A bit of style on that catch to save a few. Let's see that on the replay. So he turns back and falls over it. I sure hope he doesn't intend to hurt his neck, because that, for fun, is what could happen if you keep on pulling stunts like that. 3 off this over. Relatively low scoring one. It'll make that 4 though. So just singles this over.
Ninth over, 3 for 263. Welcome the new ball into the attack for the fielding team.
Vivian Kingma back for more to start the 40th over. And there, that's a single. 2 fielders on it. It's 4:23 in the afternoon. Oh, goes by. And they sneak a single. Kingma back again for more. And of course, they don't turn for 2. Conan 61, Giles on 57. Ooh, he's knocked it a bit short, but makes it an easy single. The run rate is starting to stabilize a bit between 6.5 and 6.75 runs an over. What's nil? That last ball.
End of the 40th over, 3 for 200.
So at the end of the 40th over, 5 off it. Kingma trying to vary his balls. I don't know if it's working out too well. It's too early to tell. 10 overs left. And DC have hit for a single. So we certainly haven't seen much. Oh! And they decided to sneak a single. A bit late, too. Cowan. Decides to sweep it. Good for a single. A straight drive. And oh! Very lucky to be on the longer side to throw through and he'll stay in the contest. Netherlands have not taken a wicket in much time.
Keeper!
They're running for 2. They'll get it. Oh, it's out there. Another single. That ends off the 41st.
3 for 276.
Take a look at the scorecard real quick. The last wicket has not fallen in just about 125 runs.
Change of bowling for the fielding.
And
Please make him welcome.
Dutch introduce another bowler. It's Peter Boren. Through the gap here. Boren not doing too well off of his first ball. It's in the hole. They turn for two. And the fielder's not quick enough with it. Oh, sweeps it! A big surprise then. Gives them, they think about three, but they don't actually execute it. And they've nudged that into the ground. .683 the run rate. And the last ball, the 42nd, goes in the hole, in the gap, an easy two.
End of the 42nd over. 3 for 288.
So, a run off every ball that over.
Welcome the new bowler into the attack for the fielding team.
And the new bowler, Mudassar Bukhari, again. Back for more, trying to get a wicket. Looks at the first ball. That first offering from Bukhari, but not. Bukhari has given up 37. Has not taken a wicket so far. I dare say that he's going to be leaving without. And now the question is, can the Netherlands even remotely chase down this large total, which could reach 350 possibly? Now I won't say it's likely, but it is a possibility. Ah, he's dropped the pot and bowled. Oh, excuse me, probably not. Oh, no, that could have been out if he had caught that. Obviously, not too easy to catch. After all, it is a ball flying at your hands at a speed possibly numbering around 150 if you're unlucky.
Waiting.
End of the 43rd over. 3 for 292.
So in the 43, Kari DC 292 for 3 after starting the 44th over. And certainly things are not looking up for the Dutch side on bowling. They think about it, but they race back home. And the stumps go off. Slow ball there, only got the 94. And it's high, but not long. 94.5 kilometers per hour for this typical speed. As is with this one, where he hits it for 4. Crowd mostly silent. Not much to cheer about anyways, considering the fact that their team has put up a monstrous near 300, and still with a couple overs to go. And it's put behind. Sneakily takes 4. DC 301 for 3. Cohen on 80. He's dropped the catch forward has. So Cohen and Giles. Cohen's reached his 80. And Giles is working his way up there at 74. There's certainly some chance that they could reach their centuries. They've been playing the ball well, and if the Dutch bowling continues like this, I see no reason why they can't make 100 by the end of 50 overs. It's high, but not quite good enough for 6. In the air, another 4, and DC on a 4 fire. That is a 150 partnership off of 120. They've been doing very well to keep themselves from losing wickets, and it pays off. They've taken the 150. Fence is over, another 4. And that's a bouncer. Right at the head. They're certainly trying to discourage aggressive batting, and they're not succeeding. Bit of air on that, but enough to keep it from going far. A single then.
Waiting.
bit. They'll stay at the symbol.
Into the 46 over. 3 to 300.
And now, just 5 overs to go for Diamond Confederacy. Let's see what total they can make by the end of those 5.
Changing bowling lineup for the fielding.
Van Meekeren back in. And they'll race. Not quite for 3, but for 2. And it's put in a perfect position here to take a cheeky 2. As it goes by the fielder to open pasture. Van Meekeren, having given up 57, bowls to Cohen, who has gotten 85, needs 15 for his century. The only thing they're limited by is really balls remaining. After all, they haven't been out yet. So that's a good looking 3 right there. So Giles 87, Cohen 88. Oh! Cohen wanders a bit out of his crease, almost pays the price. Balls. And decides not to go for it. That ends off the 46th.
Into the 46
Giles 87, Cohen 88. 12 and 13 respectively remaining for their centuries. Question being, will one of them get it? Will both of them get it? Or will neither one of them get it? They will be answered in the next coming 4 overs. The start of the 47th. It's good for 2.
Ball up!
Cohen, now in the nervous 90s. Faces the ball. Thinks about running. He would have given it all away. Puts it in the air. Doesn't even think about 2. Giles now. About to reach himself the nervous 90s. They think about it, but Cohen not willing to risk it. The ball! Then, sorry about the delay there. It's 4. Giles, also now in the nervous 90s. Things are looking up for this duo, with just 18 balls remaining. It's in the air. That's 4. DC 333 for 3. Lots of 3s there. They're getting a bit aggressive. They don't have much time to get these centers over and done with. Cohen 95, Giles 91. Hits it, and that'll be a single. Cohen 96. A boundary will do it for Cohen. Giles still needing 9. It's in the air. It's very high. It's in the stands. It's 6. An impressive catch, although for naught. Keeps the ball in play and unable to be stolen by an unscrupulous member of the crowd. It's a huge 6. Amazing. Giles now 97. 3 to go. A boundary will do it for either one. He's knocked it into the hands. DC on 340 for 3. Again, Giles and Cohen both need just a boundary. He'll get 1 here. They're thinking about 2. Could be a bit suicidal. They're lucky. They'll keep their wickets. Just a bit of a pause here. I'm checking to see if the stream's still working properly. It says it is, so I assume it is. Is it? It is. I hope. It should be working. So there it is. Those are the 2 scores to watch. Giles and Cohen on 99 and 96 respectively. Giles, any run will do it now. He won't get this over. 12 balls remaining. It's in the air! Oh dear! And that's why they call it the nervous 90s. Cohen goes! What a shame! For 96! Open paint. It's up to his partner. And the new one, Bennett Morales. As the lights start to dim here. Giles 99. In the air. In it. Giles has his century. Giles 103. Giles 103 in 2 hours 7 minutes. He's got a century. Beautiful work with the bat. And Giles, the hero for the DC side so far. Looks at that one. That's, and we'll go for a dot. The run rate 7.08. Giles still the crease here. And he's quickly dismissed. Also caught. And the Centurion rid of just one after. At this point, just a consolation prize. For the Dutch bowlers. They've not been prepared or been doing well. And Giles dismissed for 103, caught. A beautiful day at the crease for Bill Nelson Giles. So the Centurion and the near Centurion, the partnership, has fallen. Yeah. As we start the last over, Morales and Bissett. They won't have time to do much. But DC on 350 for 5.
Yes.
Over the head. Bissett gets another 4, he'll have 8. Morales has not faced the ball yet. And they run the single. So for the last ball, Morales will get his one and only chance to score runs for his team here. Last ball of the DC innings. And they won't go for anything. So Morales ends with 0, not out, off of 1. And an ominous strike rate of 0, even though he had no chance. So Van Meekeren bowling a not so great final over. And the DC side have lasted the overs. having had only 5 wickets fall. So here's how DC's offensive capabilities looked. Giles was the man for the batting side, 103 off of 77. Cohen almost got his century too, but was dismissed caught for 96. Bourke was looking very much on his way to an early century, but was unfortunately dismissed for 83. And Coy had his wicket fall quickly after reaching his half-century. Silar and Bukhari were the bowlers for the Netherlands who did the most damage. Silar took 3 wickets for 62 runs. Bukhari 66 runs for 2 wickets. Ripon and Boren bowled 21 runs, not out, with no outs. It's 5:15 PM here at the field, and we'll be heading to the second innings, in which the Netherlands will bat shortly after this. And I'll meet you back here in half an hour or so. 35 minutes, in fact. At which point, we'll continue on with the Netherlands batting innings. Here, we have your scorecard. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here in 35 minutes when we start the second innings. Alright then, we're back. We've got 2 people in the stream right now, in fact, which is pretty sad right now. Hopefully we'll get a 3rd or 4th viewer in soon. Anyways, we're going live in just a couple of moments here as we review the scorecard from the first innings. Diamond Confederacy, I'll remind you, 355 for 5 after 50. It's 5:15 in game. Did a very well job. Swell job here. Batting, put up 355 with a century from Giles and a near century from Cohen. And the Dutch bowlers did not do as well as they hoped. And now, to continue on, Dutch chasing 356 to win. A big chase here that will be started off by Steven Lyberg. And his partner, Michael Ripple. Anthony Fiddler will be starting off the attack for the Diamond Confederacy. And here comes the first ball of the Dutch innings. It's in an easy single. So Myberg starts off. Ripon puts it behind, not able to get it through. Oh, it's off his pad. Luckily on the offside. On the onside, excuse me. Of the wicket. Completely misses that one. Nearly shaves the stumps. Made 719 and over to win. It cannot be expected of the Dutch that they do well. And that's 2 in a row, and that's a bouncer. Fiddler, final ball of the over, goes for a dot.
End of the first over, none for 1.
And the Dutch get 1 off the over. Bissett, the bowler, smashes it! It's huge! It's out! That's just barely missing out on the 4, on the 6, excuse me. The Netherlands now 5 for 0. Myborg in the air, quite high, won't reach, so another 4, Netherlands 9 for 0. And they've made a target for the Sova. Marburg. Another one. Straight. And another 4. And so ends the second over. The Dutch on 13 for now. And an opening partnership that does seem quite promising so far. Fiddler. And plays the bat. $7.19 and over to win. In the air. That's another clear-cut 4. The Netherlands starting to take good advantage of the power play. And it's put for a dot.
Yes.
It's straight. And over the head for another 4. And the Dutch looking particularly strong here with their opening overs. $7.10 and over to win. It's crucial that the Dutch get a good lot out of these two. They won't be able to chase it off properly if these two batsmen don't do well. And even then, it'll be a difficult task to chase down 355 by such a dominant team as the Diamond Confederacy. Beginning the 4th over. Plays it safe. A defensive field here. And plays it straight. It's played well, they're going for 2. Dives and he'll get it. Marburg back at his own crease. And it's put up short. They won't get any chance at that wicket. The last ball of the 4th over. The Netherlands 24 for 0. It'll go for a single. And luckily, our fielder was on it.
End of the 4th over. None for 25.
So after 4 overs, the Netherlands have 25 under their belt. .331 left to go. It's barely even started yet. Now the question of the century is whether or not they can keep up this kind of run rate through and through. It's well bowled, far on the onside, and he's unable to connect. This time he does though, but straight to the man. At middle off. Again, and they go for now. They need a good score here in this over. They need a couple 4s. Are they willing to take the risk? Oh, they don't get 4, but they do get 2. 27 for now.
End of the 5th over. None for 27. Patrons are reminded to refrain from inappropriate behaviour. Failure to do so will result in ejection from the venue.
As you can see, the Diamond Confederacy were at 38th at this same point in time after 5 overs. Required run rate 7.33. They're just not able to place it well. What they really need at this point is a good, long, and hard aerial shot. They need to be able to place these balls over the heads of the fielders, and that's exactly what they've done here. He won't be able to chase it down, and it'll be full. And they've snuck that one into a gap. Will the fielder reach it? He just barely has, but he's left it vulnerable. And they're going, or not. And the Netherlands get 3, saves 1. In the air. And it's 4. Netherlands stepping it up here in the 6th over. .20 runs to win. In the air, very far. Won't reach though, it'll be 4. Very unlucky there, he didn't get more air on it. Would have had an easy 6. So the Dutch either stepping it up or taking advantage of bad bowling by Bissett. And the Diamond Confederacy give up 3 boundary balls that over. And that's why they're changing it up a bit. Avinash Joshi will come into the attack now for Diamond Confederacy. He's a medium bowler, left-handed. He comes in, and they've not exactly managed that well. And Ripon skirts back to his crease. They're unwilling to go for it. This bowler making things difficult, obviously. Slower pace means less power on the ball for aerial shots. And it's through, but not. Joshi making things difficult. They can't seem to get anything past him. Ah. And as it darkens a bit over the pitch, as they get one through, that'll be 2. Oh, they're trying for 3. They'll get it.
End of the 7th over, none for 45.
So a daring 3rd run pays off when the ball goes by. And 3 come off that over.
Welcome the new bowler into the attack for the fielding team.
So they're changing it up from the other end too. They've got Rob Homewood coming into the attack now, a finger span.
Yes, keep up.
They're going for the single.
Oh.
It misses on the full. Very lucky it didn't touch his pads or his bat. For either would have likely been an out, and it's gone up. Easy 2 here. Or, I wouldn't say that much. They stay with the single and won't be greedy. 7.5 overs gone. In the air, that could be an easy wicket. Does look like perhaps he dropped the catch, but the umpire's given out. And so goes Myburg, and likely the hopes and dreams of the Dutch team. And now they'll be looking for a tail-end comeback, if anything at all. Ben Cooper, batsman for the Netherlands, now coming out. Homewood, having just given up 2 runs for 1 wicket. Cooper takes his first ball and does nothing with it. The end of the 8th over. Another dot ball. So 2 runs and the first wicket to fall for the Netherlands. It's all off the hands of Homewood. Homewood's been bowling quite Yorkishly. It's at waist height and good, not for 2. There'll be 1. the Diamond Confederacy, flying in their jacket and their jumper. Excuse me, flying a bit heavy on the protective gear. Dives in and saves his wicket. Very lucky there. Especially 5-0. It bounces. 1 in the slips for the Confederations. It's played safe. And it hits him at crotch level. But it looks like his box has been properly put on, and he survives without wincing. Now back to the other end of the crease. It goes through! The bowler not able to get it. They'll turn. He'll dive, and it'll be good for 2. They need 7:46 and over to win. An unlikely and daunting task, but they're up to the challenge, it seems. Netherlands 52 for 1, approaching 10 and the end of the power play. That'll make things difficult. They're able to get a couple off this, but not quite 3. It's in the air, but well placed, and it'll be good for 4. Dutch fans in the crowd cheering as they see the 4 come through. Next ball. Almost into the hands of Homewood. But he drops it. Very hard hit, and I do imagine he's going to need to stop doing that, or else for fear he might break his fingers and not be able to bowl. He's decided to stay with 1, although on Cooper's orders, if it were for Ripham, they'd be running. The Netherlands are 59 for 1 after 10. The Diamond Confederacy were 70 for 0 after the same. They dash. They get 2. Hits this one in the air. It'll go for 4. Well hit and well placed over the fielder's heads. And now that the power play has run its course, it doesn't really seem like the Diamond Confederacy are going for much of a defensive strategy. They're looking for wickets. It seems that they believe they can put the Netherlands all out. But who knows at this point, the Netherlands have been doing quite well for the first 10 overs, having 65. Puts it short. 65 for 1 after 11. So the Netherlands have been consistently trailing the Diamond Confederacy by 11 so far. They were 11 behind at 5 overs, and they were 11 behind at 10 overs for the same as Diamond Confederacy. Doesn't get much on this one, but at least it's in the right direction. And there's no chance of him being out on that. Certainly trying his patience here. The umpire gets out of the way, and it's a quick single. And they need just about 7.5 runs and over to win. Misses it on the full. It's well picked up by the wicketkeeper. Makes contact. And just barely gets over the fielder's head. Very lucky he wasn't caught out there, and that's 4. Netherlands now 70 for 1. The Netherlands achieving 70 runs 2 overs after the Diamond Confederacy did. It's simply a matter of, do the Dutch have the ability to not give up wickets? And can they keep up a good run rate? And those are answers that we'll find in the coming 38 overs. Homewood, bowling quite Yorkishly, almost hitting the 2-meter mark. $70 for 1, the Netherlands. Collected. Yoshi. Joshi? Yoshi. They're going! They're going! Oh, what a pain to the Dutch he's been given, and this is quite clearly out. Ben Cooper, out for 5. Run out. He just wasn't quick enough. There was a chance there. It was just a direct hit, and Coy will take the run out to credit. Very lucky that Cooper wasn't providing much to the Dutch batting. Peter Boren now coming out to face the ball. Netherlands 70 for 2 after 12.2. They've chased down 1/5 of the total, but they haven't done it in 1/5 of the allocated overs. They need a faster run rate. Oh, they're going again. This is silly. Very lucky they didn't pay the price. They're getting a bit desperate. They really shouldn't be. Misses it on the full.
End of the 13th over, 271.
Decide not to go. Not willing to risk it a second time. Netherlands 71 for 2. They need to be placing their shots better if they want more runs. An aerial single. He swept it! And he's done it perfectly! That's good for at least 3. Yes, it is. Very well placed sweeper shot. Sweeping shot. And they've done it again! He's dropped the catch! You can't blame him, that was a difficult task for any fielder. He clearly didn't have it. It does look like he's in a bit of pain in his arm from catching up, from attempting the catch. Decides to dive. Netherlands 76 for 2. Need to have 150 by the end of this 10, and I doubt they'll have it.
End of the 14th over, 2 for 77.
It's put in the air, but they decide not to field it. Or, excuse me, just did not decide to run for it. Netherlands 78 for 2. They've got a good sweep shot. In the gap! Aerial! In the gap for 4. Well placed between the fielders. Makes them run for it. And Joshi looking somewhat distressed after seeing that ball. A good sweep shot is needed. We've got the empty area just behind the wicket. It's their best opportunity if they won't go airborne. Netherlands 82 for 2. It's through the gap, and not quite enough power to reach the rope. They almost think about an additional run. Decides to look at that.
End of the 15th over, 2 for 84. Change in bowling lineup for the fielding team.
So D.A. Ingram will come into the attack now. Netherlands 84 for 2 after 15. DC were 104 for 1. And it's played safe. And dives in to save his wicket. Ingram only giving up 1.
Catch it!
In the air, above the fielder's head, that's an easy 4.
And that brings up 50 runs for the statesman.
And Ripon has reached a 50. He spent an hour and 7 minutes at the crease. It's on the ground, through the gap, and still rolling. Well placed, and it'll be good for 3. Excuse me, wait. No, I was right, 3. Just.
Wait.
And he plays it
In the
safe.
16th over, 2 for 93.
Oh, he's gotten an edge, I think, that no one was there for. Empty pasture behind him, can he make use of it?
Yep.
Not yet, ball isn't bowled well enough. We think about officials, but they've decided not to run them. That's 2.
Yes.
Straight. Joshi giving up 21 so far with no wickets. He's not good at taking wickets, but certainly is consistent and able to stay in for long periods of time.
Yep. Wait on.
Oh! Puts a bit of style in that one.
The 17th over, 2 for 96.
Catch it!
In the gap.
Yep. Catch it!
Swept.
Yes, keeper!
Runs 98 for 2.
Hazard!
He's clearly edged that. And I'm sad to say that another one of Ripon's partners is gone. I imagine there will be no challenge on this. Bowen will walk again. 8.
Now 3 for 98.
Yep.
Swept. Good for 1. Or 2. Possibly. Yes.
Yes, bowler!
End of the 18th over. 3 for 101. Change of bowling for the fielding side. Please make him welcome.
And a bit of a rechange up. Back to Homewood. To spin bowling.
Wait there.
Netherlands have now passed the 100 mark. Just after the 18th over.
Yeah, catch!
Oh! Just through the gap. And it'll come to rest. In the grass. Meanwhile, the Netherlands take advantage to run 3. He goes off the pad.
Yes!
A diving save makes sure it's not a boundary.
Yeah.
He's got to save that. Oh! He dives over it and unfortunately rolls with the ball over the line. And that'll be 4. A silly 4. In fact.
Yep. Bowler!
A single. The toss to the bowlers. Netherlands now 110. It's just a matter of whether or not they can hold on. And increase their run rate at the same time.
Yep. Keep up, keep up!
Ingram bowling.
Wait.
Rabun on 59 for 60, hitting a strike rate of just about 100. Over 60 balls. And the fielder tries to get to it, but he won't. Ripon gets a 4. Goes by the batsman, barely surviving, as it doesn't touch him or his bat. It's swept behind! A trick shot, and it works well. That's 4. Goes to the man, and he'll dive for the single.
End of the 20th over.
So a costly over there, 10 off it. Ingram not looking too great. And now, the Netherlands 120 for 3, Diamond Confederacy were 137 for 2. And nastily given away to the banter. The fielder not quite on top of it, even though he's just about a meter away when the ball came off. 231 runs to win off of 29.2 overs. That's putting the gap in the inside circle. They need a higher run rate, they really do. It's in the air. It's 6! 82 meters. It's 6 from Ripon. Ripon taunting the bowlers today with his impressive shots, making the right decisions where it counts, and the other ones are hoping he's their saving grace. New bowler back in is Anthony Fiddler. And quick work is made of his ball. Fiddler visibly unhappy. It's edge to the keeper! And another one of Ripon's partners goes! It's Barisi! So Fiddler, although visibly angry just a couple minutes earlier, is now quite happy. And Barisi walks for 21.
The batting team are now 4 for 136.
Roelof Vandermuur then. The partner has stepped into the crease as he faces his first ball. Fiddler thinks about it and he even does it, but doesn't get anything for it. Fiddler to Vandermuur. Nail off it. That's a single. And by the bowler, another single. We're now on 76, and might very well get his century. The Dutch eager to see something happen in their innings. The ball. It's collected, a slow one. Head off. Head straight off. Hit hard, but we're not. Vandermuur receiving it from Homewood. Oh! Dives on that ball to save it. And a single. That one's 140 for 4.
Hey.
It's on the off side of the stumps, no chance of the W.
Yep.
It's put forward,
Yes, bowler.
single.
End of the 23rd over, 4 to 141.
Fiddler. Bowling to Vandermeer. Nil. $215 runs off of 26.5 overs needed.
Yep.
Excuse me, I got it wrong. It's Ripon that was at the crease. They turn, they don't go for it. Just 2. They're certainly slowing down.
Wait.
Ripon on 80. And the live commentary will be back in a second.
Yep. Good catch. Yes.
Vandermeer in the air,
The 24th over, 4 for 147.
and Fiddler runs off his over.
Change in bowling lineup for the
And they're changing back to Ingram.
You catch it.
It's in the air, but too short for the fielder to collect it on the hole. 208 runs, went off 25.5 overs.
Wait on.
Straight on, 4 dot. They're put on 81. They're trying to get him out hard.
Yep.
They really are trying. And at the moment, lucky for the Dutch, they're failing.
Yes.
And Ripon has got the single that will put him out of trouble for the moment. Ripon on 82, Vandermeer 6, off 9.
Yes.
It's a sweeper shot in the air. Not quite for 6, but it will be for 4 on the bounce. Netherlands 153 for 4. Ingram to Vandermeer.
Yep. Bowler.
Slow running between the wickets.
End of the 26th
Vandermeer
over,
obviously getting a
4
bit
for
tired.
154.
Ingram has bowled a fairly well balanced over with just the one boundary. Netherlands 154 for 4 after 25.
Yes.
It's put in the gap, very well placed. That's 2.
Waiting.
And that's nil.
Right on.
It's put to the man. They'll need an interesting shot to get out of this one. 200 runs needed off 24.3 overs.
The attack.
And that's exactly what he's given the crowds. It's a beautiful sweep shot 4. And the Diamond Confederation's moonwalking near the pitch out of sheer agony. Of seeing this ridiculous shot make it through. Vandermeer, 17 off of 15 balls. And Fiddler having taken 1 wicket for 29 runs. 186 to win.
The attack.
It's in the air. And it's well over the heads of the fielders. Good for 4.
164.
Vandermeer. On 21.
Wait.
And it's edged. And that is how Ripon goes.
And with the batting batsman for the batting team, ball out for 82. The batting team now 5 for 100
And Ripon will go for 82. Very unfortunate for the Dutch team. And Silar, the new batsman. It's over. The head of the fielders, Silar, getting off to a great start here. A 4. And the crowd's certainly very happy about that. Knowing that even though Ripon's gone, there's a chance they could still put up an exciting effort.
Yes.
Silar. Another aerial. And then he'll sneak to the rope quite cheekily. And he's taking a low catch And there goes Solar just as quick as he entered.
The batting team are now 6 for 173.
Again, unfortunate on the part of the Dutch. The Dutch line now falling apart. It's at this moment that they figure out if they're going to fall apart completely within the next few overs or even last out the entirety of their 50. And ball. Misses! His dive not for anything. It goes for 4. The Netherlands need to stop giving up wickets and start getting more shots like these. Fiddler to Vandermeer. Collected on the bounce. Vandermeer has 25, quarter century. Looking for his 50. Vandermeer's potential 50 would really help the Dutch side. Can't happen though. Oh, he's missed this sweep shot. Certainly trying to be the crowd-pleasing hero like Rippon was, but fails. I doubt his new partner. Collected on the second bounce. And it'll be a dot. Fiddler. And very lucky he missed that one. If he hadn't, would have been a certain edge and caught behind. .180 runs to win from 22 overs. It's a straight drive, and good for naught. Ingram, throw down. Tries to make it through the gap, but is unable to. Ingram here is regularly bowling over 800 RPMs. And it's not collected by anyone. Luckily the keeper is quickly on it. It's a sweep shot, and it's a very high sweep shot for a 79 meter 6. The ball comes in, they're able to get it in time, that's the break. They decide to run, because there's no one there, the dive, Vandermeer gets there safely.
For 186. Send the bowling to the fielding side, please make him welcome.
Tries moving up the crease. quite well fails at it. 170 runs to win off 20.5 hours. Through the gap! Might reach the rope, not quite. They think about additional runs, but they don't get it. In the air. Now this is a certain foul. The Netherlands now approaching 200, a quick milestone that they need to make. There's 2 milestones they need to make. They need to get to 356, that's what they need to win. First they need to make it 200 and 300, key targets, and they need to lose as few wickets as possible. Very lucky not to have lost his wicket there. Let's take a look at that on the interactive replay. It did seem like there was a faint edge, and indeed. Very lucky though that the ball was still in flight from the ball. So he touched it while it was still being tossed on the full and got very lucky. And that continued on its path into the ground. Morales to Vandermeer.
Right on.
Netherlands on 192. This would be an amazing upset if they were to chase this down. Is it likely? No. But the Dutch fans in the audience are keen to see it. And it's still not completely out of the question.
Welcome the new bowler into the attack for the field.
Anthony Fiddler back for more. Netherlands are 192 for 6. After 30, Diamond Confederacy were 194. The Netherlands only 2 runs behind DC historically. It passes by, if that's a 4. Netherlands 196 for 6 after 30.5. That's another dot ball. $160 to win. It's swept, and it's 4. And the Netherlands have crossed that coveted mark that they've been trying to reach. They've got to 200. The next milestones, 250 and 300 en route to 356, the magic number needed for what could possibly be the greatest upset in cricket history, in recent cricket history. And does not make it.
6 for 300.
He's missed it. Advances up the crease, but not able to do anything with it. Morales to Vandermeer, who's 32 for the same. And they're going! They're going! Very lucky the throw was off. 201 for 6. O'Dowd receiving the ball. It's through the gap, but not enough power to make it to the rope. They're going for 3. Dives and makes it. 152 to win off 18.1. It's to the fielder, but not in time to save one.
End of the 30-second over. 6 for 205.
$151 to win off 18. The 33rd over. It's in the air. And out to pasture. It'll reach the rope. And the Netherlands will have 209. They're going for 2. They'll reach. Vandermeer has 40. Vandermeer looking for 50, as I said before. 145 to win off 17.4.
Wait there.
A great 7th wicket stand here. Netherlands working their way towards the coveted 356 I said before. Through the gap. An easy 2. Possibly 3. They will go for it. He'll dive and he'll make it. 214. 142 to win off 17.2. That ball.
End of the 33rd over. 6 for 214.
Morales to Vandermeer. Vandermeer looking for his 50. He could get it within the next couple of overs. Morales again to Vandermeer. Plays safe. Seems he's a bit less comfortable with the ball now. That's no gap. But they've taken a run. Vandermeer out of the pressure point for now. O'Dowd on 20. getting Morales' ball. It's a dot. Oh! Closes the gap! And saves what could have been a certain 4.
For 215.
Fiddler. Passes over the wicket! He'll be wondering how he didn't take something then. Vandermeer's precious wicket. Almost Fiddler's. Fiddler's has given up 54 for 1 wicket. 141 to win off 15.4. The window is closing for the Dutch. They need more runs. They're running 2 here. Bit of a risk, but it pays off. In the air, over the fielder's head, good for 4. And that is how Vandermeer gets his half-century. Just 58 minutes of the crease, Netherlands 221 for 6. MER. Oh, they're appealing. He's given them. And Vandermeer is going to walk. Just after getting his 50. He's clearly out there. Quite unfortunate, another precious wicket has fallen. And Bukhari will come up to the crease and try a tail-ender's dream win. Bukhari from Fiddler. And puts it out to open land. But it won't reach.
End of the 35th over, 7 for 224.
Netherlands 224 for 7. After 35. They're appealing for a stumping. The umpire will go to the decision review. I think he may have had him. Very hard to tell here. Oh, very close indeed. It's up to the umpire. He's out. O'Dowd goes, stumped by Carlisle, the wicketkeeper. 128 to run win off of 14.4. It's looking unlikely at this point for the Dutch. Advances up the crease, able to save the single. Netherlands 229 for 8. Only 2 wickets in hand, and with a large total to chase. The door is closing for the Dutch. Bakari and Van Meekeren. Over the head of the fielder, that'll be 4.
In the 36th over, 8 for 233.
The Dutch are in need of the most unlikely of unlikelies to win this match. D.A. Ingram here to start off the 37th. And he immediately bowls Van Meekeren. And now the Dutch are down to their last wicket. Vivian Kingma, their star bowler. No batsman is being put in to attempt a run chase. It will not happen, except in the most unlikely of universal probabilities. But the Dutch are not giving up yet, as is evident. Kingma testing the fielders. This first over he's in.
Waiting.
It's in the air. Kingma. But the fielder's on it. And it won't be a 4. Ingram. Following an average over. But a bit Yorkish. Morales to Kingma. Through the gap in the air. That's 4 from Kingma. Excuse me. My apologies for leaving you in this desperate time for the Dutch team as they approach 100 to go on this unlikely runs chase. He swept that short. Kari and Kingma, the last two remaining for the Dutch side. They're chasing unlikely. They're going for LBW here. Not given. Will they go for it? They decide now. Definitely didn't look like an LBW, I'll say that much. It looked a bit too far. They're going for the single. He dives. Kingma's got the run. Ingram. In through. That's two.
Yes, bowler.
Netherlands now on 250. 106 to win. Extremely unlikely now.
End of the 39th over, 9 for 250. Welcome the new bowler into the
Lucas Bissett has come in with the hope to finish the Dutch off. It's in the gap. Good for one. .105 to win off of 10.5 overs. In the air! Very high. Could be 6. It is! 78 meters. The Dutch have a 6 off Bukhari's bat. Oh! A near edge, but he hasn't made contact. Very lucky. A very unlikely runs chase is still going on, and probably will finish sometime soon, even if not quite this moment. But Dutch, for now, are keeping their 10th wicket partnership. Bissett to Kingma. Through the gap. That looks like 3. It's 3. Netherlands 265.
265.
Netherlands 265, just 3 behind the DC team. passes him up. It's through. Now the question is, the Dutch need to maintain this run rate without losing wickets. And had it not been for the fact that that ball went in the ground, that would have been a certain wicket as well. And a cheeky single taken off the sweep. So just about the end of the 41st.
Yep. Bowler's end.
Another single.
End of the 41st over. 9 for 269.
And the ball comes. Bit of air and it's stopped. Completely murders the wicket in the process of delivering the ball to the bowler. Is it the Bagari?
Waiting.
On the ground. A dot. 87 runs to win off 52 balls. Off to the side, they decide not to run. Netherlands need a lot of their balls to be twos and additional runs. They haven't even a chance. And they've got that one. That's a 4. And the Netherlands move up. A leg lats. In the air this time. Could be 6. Not quite.
End of the 42nd over.
That's 4 to end off the 42nd over.
Changing bowling lineup for the fielding.
Avinash back into the attack now for Diamond Confederacy. 79 runs, win off 48 balls. In the air. That's going to just reach the rope. And that's 4. It's edged, but to no one! And they'll take a cheeky single for that failure to field. 74 to go. In the air. Might reach the rope or not quite. That's indeed case.
The half-century
It's intercepted, and that's 3.
between these two batsmen.
And this partnership has gotten to 52 from 38. They need to keep this partnership alive to have a chance at the match. An unlikely scenario, even that a Dutch team is even fending off this attack from the bowling of the Diamond Confederacy. Very interesting to see.
End of the 43rd over. 9
288 for 9. The Dutch with 7 remaining. And an over to win. Bagged. Excuse me. Bit of air on that, but it's far out there. In the deep. And they're able to get home safely. 290 for 9, 66, a win off 40 balls. And he's able to hit that. And passes up the fielder. A useful set of runs. And they catch a break a bit. 63 to win off. The man, they decide not to run. In the air, past the fielder, might reach the rope. How has he saved that one? He has. And it's just barely saved a run. Let's take a look at that on the interactive replay. So he comes dashing to save this ball. Let's see how close he was. Extremely, less than a meter separated Burke and the boundary. That boundary that would have caused him to lose a run. Alright then. Bissett that finishes up his over. Going very high. Opting for quite a lot of bouncers and near bouncers. 60 runs to win. He's hit this in the air. There's no one there. They've got to chase it down. And they won't be able to this time. The Netherlands have reached 300. I reaches this crease again. Netherlands 301. 55 runs to win off 32 balls. They need most of their... They need boundaries and they need extras. Additional runs. And extras too, if that helps. In the air a bit. They'll stick with the 1. And so ends the 45th. Nirav Homewood, the finger spinner, in to finish it off. Diamond Confederacy, we're 13 up. And they're playing attacking. Attacking. Netherlands 303. 53 runs to win off 27. They need almost all of their balls to be multiple runs. 51 to win off 26, just under 2 of all. Certainly seem to be physically tired, but mentally they seem ready to win over the giant. Through the gap. It's a good 2. It's hit one of the fielders. No chance at the wicket. The fielder's completely gotten in the way. I do hope he's okay. We'll see that on the interactive replay. Homewood not bowling all too great and over. He's giving the Dutch exactly what they needed. And here you can see from another angle. The ball thrown in has hit Bork on the leg. Ah, that must hurt. Unless he's got pads underneath, which I don't know if he did. 48 to win off 23. Just over 2 a ball. They're not going for it. They need quite a lot of 4s at this point. It's in the air. That's 4. It's turning out to be a very exciting match these last couple of overs, as we see if the Netherlands can even come close to chasing down this total. Ball's deep out, and he dives in, take 3. 104 kilometers per hour the ball, when bowled by Josh. He's edged it to no one! Very lucky. He's done something quite incredible. He's hit a 6 backwards.
321.
He uses the ball's own propulsion and his own to give it that length. And he's hit another sweep shot.
And that brings up the batsman's half century.
And that's Bakari's half century.
Oh, great bowling. Yeah.
They're going! This could be close! Luckily the throw is off and short. Misses on the full.
Ball. Waiting.
Just 2 overs to go.
For 300.
Very unlikely at this point, but it's also just as likely that they may finish with a wicket in hand. Who knows what will happen? These 12 balls will tell all. In the air. That's 4. Netherlands now on 327.
Waiting.
Hit back to the bowler on the ground. 48.2, 10 balls, 29 runs. Very unlikely at this point, but they need it all. It's taken by the bowler, but not in time to try the wicket. Swept high and very far. 89 meters. That's a 6. And that's 100 on the partnership from 75.
End of the 49th over. 9 for 300.
And now 1 over to go. The stress is on. Even if it wasn't, it's now even more on. .22 to win off 6. It's still a possibility if they wouldn't hit dot balls like that one. .22 from 5. The best course? hit sweeping sixes if they can. Homewood, one of the best bowlers.
Yes, catch it!
It's high, very far, but not quite 6.
And that brings up the
Netherlands needing 18 from 4. 3 sixes would do it. Kingma now has his 50.
Yes,
It's swept.
keep up, keep
That's
up!
not what they needed, though. They need bigger. And now, with 2 balls, they cannot win it.
Oh,
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. The last ball now.
yep.
And it's disgustingly put down for a single. The Dutch unwilling to take chances in the last over. And they lose.
That marks the end of the match.
Stressful.
Congratulations to the fielding team, the batting team falling short by 15.
And the powerhouse Diamond Confederacy just barely come out with the win in the end. Man of the match, D.A. Ingram. The Diamond Confederacy won by 15 runs, even when it was looking so close in the end. It says 1:30 PM, I'm not sure why it says that. And that's the match. DC winning by 15 runs here. A very stressful time for the 2 sides as the last as the last wicket partnership took 100. Excuse me. A very exciting match towards the end as the Diamond Confederacy ended up letting it and finishing with victory. However, they are sure to be on edge for the rest of the tournament, noting that the underdog Netherlands almost won over them. So here, the man of the match, as I said, D.A. Ingram. Giles contributing the best to the DC side with 103. With Solar, the best Dutch bowler, taking 3 wickets. Rippon, the best for the Netherlands, getting 82. But Bukhari and Kingma, the last wicket partnership, are close behind, with 57 and 54 not out. A very good last stand by DC. The best DC bowler was Ingram, who took 4 wickets. DC win by 15 runs. I'll be back in 45 minutes with Baylor versus India. Sure to also be an exciting match. Probably because it's even closer. We shall see what results from that one. Thank you for watching. and I'll see you soon.